So this is some of the art that my family had personally collected from the some of Cesar Chavez's movements and work. So this here is a real flag flown during the 1966 marches, and I think through 75 as well. They were sitting both. So my grandfather would have been 16, 17 during that one. And that march was to educate the farm workers in California that they had the right to unionize, protect themselves. And it was also advocating for better working conditions. And the living conditions that they had to work through was pretty terrible, so that's what they were fighting for. This here's a black little flag. It's also from one of the first ones. These ones were used like mostly for funerals. And, you know, people had they're covered with pesticides, and a lot of them died with like cancers and carcinogens, or babies born stillborn. So this black flag was for funerals. So this is like the Grapes of Wrath. This protest, I think, was in the 80s. And it was to like advocate and inform people that the condition that they were working through, like the grapes were covered with this very, very like potent pesticide, and it was just very harmful for the workers. It was just straight poison, and like they get cancer, they just die. This one is one of those art pieces that you kind of gotta look at closer. So it's Cesar Chavez, and if you look really close, looks like all the people crying or working. All those people are just bodies, the people who died from complications with the like DDT and pesticides. And this is actually signed by Cesar Chavez to my dad, because I think it was when he was in college. He went to go to some of those rallies, and my dad started a couple organizations for like Mexican students at UTA. So and he had met him before, because my grandparents are very involved. So this is also signed. You see that? Para Omar Gomez de Cesar Chavez. This here is one of those things that they'd wear, boycott grapes, again for the protests on the pesticides used for farming grapes. They would put this on like around their neck while they were marching, right? Boycott grapes. It might be inverted. I'll work on that. It is also signed. This is art. Sun-made raisins, not unnaturally grown with insecticides, pesticides, and herbicides, right? Old school. But I think it's important to note that, show you that this is like art that my family collected, because they lived through it, they experienced it, and I'm gonna scan these in and talk about them a little bit more.